And the new news for August 30th, 2013. Did you know, according to the headlines, that they are sending troops over there, flying them over in bombers and other aircraft, and they are deploying huge aircrafts to carry multiple air weapons and also have 4 ships going out over there towards off the coast of Europe so they can help aid in with shooting at certain targets in Syria, and what this war might actually impose. Also could start World War III with Russia, China, nations in Europe as well. And of course, it may start out a worldwide war, World War III. This is a serious threat, people. This is a true threat. You know, they've already sent planes and ships and other things over towards that way to help with serious conflict. The thing is, truthfully, what I think about off the record, that it's none of our concern because it doesn't really have nothing to do with us. Those countries like Damascus, like Syria, Egypt, just to name a few or more than a few, Jerusalem, Israel, Palestine, Czechoslovakia, all those areas have always had conflict before we even got ourselves interested in it. And to cause interest and for us to even get involved with it will just greatly escalate things and cause more tempers to flare at us. Because really we really have no business being over there as Americans for any of those conflicts, for that matter. Because these are things that they need to take care of, meaning not the UN, but those countries need to take care of on their own. If they're having a problem with the Muslim Brotherhood putting chemicals, poisonous nerve gas, or other kind of biological agents over the people and causing thousands to die, that's not our business. That's their business. They should take care of their own affairs. We have more pertinent issues here. Like a lot of people have told me privately on chat and through email, and even in person when I spoke with a few. In my family, some are divided amongst each other. They really agree, like I agree, that all the troops need to come home everywhere in the world. We have more pertinent and more important matters here to attend to, like impeaching Obama and his administration, dismantling his terrible, dreadful healthcare insurance program that's going to destroy the economy of this country and destroy businesses in this country. And also we need to work on job creation and job reform and more jobs and infrastructure improvement and security here at home. Not homeland security, but having people here at home in case something does break out so it can be quickly neutralized by our wonderful Marines and soldiers and other people that work with that. You know, sending people all over the world to fight conflicts that are thousands of miles away and on the other side of the globe really doesn't make any sense to me or most people here as Americans. You know, the president says, well, that's not a war. That'll distract them from worrying about impeaching me or members of my administration, because then they won't have to think about me. And I can just go around and say, hi, everybody. Like I just got a bit of meat in my mouth. Hi, everybody. Let me swallow a minute before I start talking here. You know, and I can just keep on raising the debt ceiling without letting the Congress be able to approve it or anything. He says he doesn't want no approval. He just wants them to rush it through. Well, where are we supposed to get the money to pay for that, Mr. President? Even though you've been inventing this money out of thin air, well, that thin air is going to stop because you can only quantify something so far, and eventually there's no more quantifications or quantifications at all in the art of mathematics. Once that runs out, there's no more. You can't cook the books with so much, which you've all way past done that. Creating money out of the air, printing money, destroys economies, destroys countries. Shipping jobs overseas when they should be here at home in America is what's destroying this country. You know, and, you know, a lot of people think that a lot of members of Congress, and maybe all of them, have been bought out. The House, the Senate too, have been bought out by the Muslim Brotherhood and Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda is a government agency that was invented by the U.S. to go around assassinating countries and worldwide and third world countries around the world. And the Muslim Brotherhood is made up of some of the people that have been bought out by the U.S. to continue their rules and means of destruction, which is what they want to do as far as the New World Order, to have countries feuding with each other, but also part of that New World Order agenda is have everybody up in arms, meaning blacks against whites and whites against blacks and Latinos against whites and blacks and Indians against, all other different races, and everybody's all mad at each other. And then they want to have this war to try to distract people so they don't go and do the right thing by doing what they need to do to get the president impeached and all his administration impeached or arrested, both for war crimes and criminal crimes that they've all have done, and allowing all this insanity to ensue to have us go over to nations that we have no business being in, because it's not our war or our fight over there. We need people here at home in America where they need to be, and that's what we really need to get back to. We need to get this economy re-stimulated. Stop telling people it's looking good when yet people still continue to lose their homes and still continue to lose their jobs at an alarming rate. We need to get people here at home and really start telling the truth again, and get people impeached and also get them put in prison for the crimes they're doing, war crimes in other countries, shooting people, unconstitutional things, sending our troops in harm's way when our troops have no business being over there in the first place. Need I say more? That's the news. That's not good news. And by this time next week, like I said and stated, we could be in what is coined as the beginning of World War III. Let's pray and hope to God that this can be reversed, and that people will rise up against the president and say no, and send those troops back home to America, here where they really do belong, not over in some other country where they're not safe or where they don't really need to be, because it's not really our fight. So that's the news for August 30th, 2013.